Our trip to Peru did not look anything like the trip we initially planned. We were supposed to go for 2 weeks full of trekking and group activities with my friend and Spanish teacher, Jesus. Through a bunch of mishaps, health problems, work emergencies, none of that happened, but I ended up going by myself for that first week. I rented a car. Sometimes after work and before work, Jesus could join me and explore a little bit. It was really different to spend that time by myself. I saw a lot of things I did not expect to see. Now, sometimes that was on purpose, and sometimes it was because I didn't quite get to the destination I was aiming for. But I always saw something interesting. After that first week, Randy did get there, and we spent a few days together in Cusco, and we went to Machu Picchu. We also saw some more out-of-the-way places down around the beautiful city of Arequipa, and we enjoyed the sophistication and the delicious food in Lima. So it's going to take me several videos to share the highlights of this trip. So in this first one, I just want to share the beginning, me going by myself and getting situated in the fascinating city of Cusco. I am first flying to Panama City and then to Lima, and I should get into Lima early tomorrow morning. And I don't know why, but getting out today was so hard. I kept dropping things, almost lost my earbuds. Some nice woman pointed out that I had dropped them. So anyway, I'm here, and so far so good. It is so hot here in this airport, and all of us getting ready for the Lima flight of coats. Okay, so it's about, let's see, maybe 2 in the morning, and I am in the hotel in Lima. I'm staying at the Wyndham across the parking lot from the airport. I think there is a way, I remember from last time I was in Lima, to just walk across some kind of pedestrian bridge. But tonight I actually walked through the gauntlet of taxi drivers to get over here. One of them walked with me around the building and then wanted a tip for doing that. But anyway, so it's a nice room, very functional. There's a spa. I might go in the morning. And it's not, super fancy. It's pretty basic, but it is really, I can't get over how convenient it is. It's just almost as good as if it were in the airport. So this is my room for tonight. It was $156 for this room. I think Randy's is going to be a little more expensive when he comes through, maybe $170. But this is the first time I've ever seen that. I think that's very handy. There's a little bit of everything there. All right, so didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Not the hotel's fault, just me being used to getting up at 6 o'clock, even if I go to bed at 3:30. But had a nice breakfast here at the hotel. And I mean, if I was super budget traveling like I did the first time we came to Peru, I would have slept in the airport, which I did do the first time I came to Peru, and it was uncomfortable. So this hotel is worth the money because it's so close if you are not on a super tight budget. And the breakfast was really quite nice. I enjoyed listening to the people around me, including the people from Atlanta that were at the next 2 tables. That was funny. Yeah, so I'm going to rest for a couple more hours and then catch my flight on Sky Airlines to Cusco. Okay, so there definitely is a pedestrian bridge, and I'm not sure where I turn up in the airport, but that's much nicer. Got it now. So if you arrive, you can't take the pedestrian bridge over to the hotel, which is right there. but you do have to go outside and walk through the phalanx of drivers to get there, but it's just across the street. You have to go around the building to go in the other doors. But then when you leave, you get to take the pedestrian bridge right into the airport. Just got to Cusco, kind of an exciting landing. We had to try twice, but we're here safely. My hotel arranged the driver for me, and Jesus would have done the same thing. So I did not get one of the mini taxis that you could get at the airport. It's funny because I haven't been very many places in the world without Randy, and Cusco is one of those places. I went there without him the first time I went. So the first night Jesus met me, we walked around just a little bit, just to see the city again. We went by the school so that I could meet his cats. I was happy with the hotel where I spent the first 8 nights. The room was about $60. It was large, clean, basic. The people were very friendly. And it was located really centrally in the San Blas neighborhood. I have no complaints at all about staying in that area. It's very tourist friendly. There's a lot going on. It is very hilly, but it's going to be hard to breathe in Cusco anyway. Might as well be going up hills. First morning in Cusco, and I'm going to meet Jesus, and we're going to go to a market. And then most of the day I'm probably going to rest because I did have a bit of a headache. I'm seeing the San Blas neighborhood, which is really just as cool as the guidebooks make it sound. It's so charming, and I'm looking forward to stopping in at some of the shops. I started my days around 6 a.m., so when I first went out, things were quiet, but it got a lot livelier as the day wore on. Yes, there's fascinating history and natural beauty in Cusco, but honestly, one of the things I love the most about it is the dog culture that lives right alongside the human. The dogs just come and go as they please, going about their doggy lives. What you doing? This is Jesus's neighbor's dog, just waiting for her walk. No leash or anything, but her owner would be out in a minute, and then they would go off walking together. My dogs would love to live there. Now, the market most tourists visit is the San Pedro market, and I did not get there this time. Jesus took me to more of the local markets where he shops, and the big Saturday market at this plaza was really interesting. Just anything you can imagine. Plus some subsidized fish because it's healthy. I had lunch that first day at the Green Falafel right next door to my hotel, which was a neat little family-run restaurant with great vegan food. The next morning on our walk, Jesus took me and one of his students up to an overlook where we got a view over the whole city of Cusco. The historic center is where most tourists spend their time, but there's also an entire regular city where people live and go about their days. I got to see more of that because of Jesus. Like, you can get a massage anywhere in the old tourist area, but we went to a massage school on a side street he found called Alive, and I got one of the best massages I've ever had. We also went to the local mall, which looks a lot like malls everywhere. Okay, so I've been in Cusco now. It's Monday and I got here on Friday. Had a nice weekend hanging out, getting used to the altitude. And today, in just a few minutes, I go pick up my rental car, which is very exciting because I've never driven in Latin America. I've driven some other places, but not in Peru. But I think it should be fine. I think I'm most nervous about today and just picking it up because the rental car place is right on Plaza de Armas, so just a couple blocks off, right in the historic center. And then I'm staying right in the historic center. And my friend lives just a little bit outside, so the roads are very narrow, is my point. It's a very old area. And once I have done it once, I probably will feel fine. But some of the streets I know I have to go down because I've already checked my directions. They're really narrow. And there's a lot of pedestrians, but people do it. I'll just be careful. So I got my rental car times confused. Actually, it's not really my fault. Booking.com always defaults to 10 a.m. and I thought I changed it to 9, but they thought it was 10. So I'm killing some time, but I am at the Santa Teresa Monastery, and they have a little bakery where the nuns sell baked goods. So it's kind of fun. You just walk in a little gated area, and you go up to the grill, and a woman sells you whatever pastry looks good. So that's always kind of fun. I don't know what to do. I got some pastry and I got some coffee, but I came back to the Plaza de Armas. It really is a lovely plaza. There are a lot of people hawking their wares, and there are these guys going around with paintings, and one, actually it was before I got here, but it was just about a block away. When I said no gracias, he kept talking to me and kept walking, and then he offered me pot, and then he offered me mushrooms, so at least some of them were also selling drugs besides paintings. No gracias. No, gracias. No, no. No, no. No suede.
This is leather. It's Cortex.
Gore-Tex.
It's Cortex.
No, no. No gracias.
No one sol?
No gracias. No. Anyway, so it's not very pleasant to sit here in all honesty, and it's funny because I came to Peru in 2011 and it was to work with Jesus on my Spanish, go to his school, Amigos, which is a great place to go. And I really didn't see as much of the touristy side. We walked through the Plaza de Armas, and we came down here a couple of times, I know, but we didn't hang out down here. And I had heard that it was incredibly annoying, all the people selling you things, and it didn't bother me that time, but this time it's bothering me. I'm not enjoying being in this square. I always feel like just passing through as quickly as possible. But I thought while I was here and I had time to kill, I should share some of the experience of sitting here. It is lovely to sit in the sunshine in Cusco. The square itself is lovely. It's full of character with these balconies. No, no gracias. Oh, maybe. ¿Cómo? ¿Cuánto cuesta? Oh, see, I'm falling for this one though. How can I resist that? How can I resist that? Well, I should have resisted because she told me what I paid was up to me, but then she fussed at me. So I went back to the creperia and had another cup of coffee. That was a nice place. That was just down the street from the rental car, and it's just off the Plaza de Armas. I am just outside of Cusco at Wyndham, but I did not go in the park today. I just stopped to see this pretty view. I had some problems with the rental car. She had a very small engine, bald tires, and there was a problem with the clutch. But that said, I'm glad I had the car. It gave me a chance to see a side of the Sacred Valley that I wouldn't have seen if I had just done group tours or limited myself to bus rides. So I have some protection in the car anyway, at least I have an icon. So I was all set for my week of independent exploration, and in my next video, I'll share the things I saw in the Sacred Valley and in Cusco that week. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe to the channel so you can see the rest of the trip.